Hey friends, welcome back to Rita Talks. I'm Rita, and on this YouTube channel, I just share some of the thoughts, ideas that I've been thinking about, some of the things that have been happening in my life. In today's video, basically, I just came back from spending about 5 days with my family in Morocco, and I'm so full of perspective. Like I've gained so many insights just from stepping away from the situation that I was in and just coming back with a fresh pair of eyes and a fresh perspective. So one thing that I want to talk about today is this whole YouTube thing. I've been thinking about it a lot, and today I want to be more or less transparent when it comes to, I don't know, the motivation that I've had for my main channel, not for this channel. This channel, I'm doing it. I mean, I've told you before why I'm doing it is because I just want to build, like, first of all, it's like therapy for me. So I'm just, it's just an opportunity to take the thoughts out of my head and put them into words that makes them have less power over me, and that way I'm able to analyze them and like view them from a third person perspective. That's the reason behind this channel. But for my main channel, I've been thinking about it a lot. Um, and I've been basically not working, like I've had this feeling of basically knowing that I have to work on it, but I don't have this intense internal drive to do it. And basically, I just finished reading this book, Be Your Future Self Now by Benjamin Hardy, and I started reading his other book, 10x is Easier Than 2x. And basically, I've really been trying to be honest with myself. I mean, I think I've known what the motivations are um, since since the get-go, consciously or unconsciously, but I've not been willing to admit them on this channel. And basically, I've been trying to convince myself of something that I don't actually like, to do something that I don't actually want to do, or maybe I don't believe in my heart that I can do it. But that's what I want to talk about today. So, for the main channel, my main driver this past year, as much as I've been telling that, I really enjoy teaching and all of that stuff, that's all true. It's not a lie. I really enjoy helping people and all of this stuff. But the main driver that I've been wanting to like make these YouTube videos for, and basically somewhat become known as an expert in this field, is somewhat of a selfish reason, but it's also like a reason that's a bit sort of ashamed of having this reason, but it's just the truth. That's truly the main reason behind it, is that I have how do we say it? So it's like there is this person that I think I would get along with, like that I think uh, I could date, but they're like a celebrity, and like basically I was thinking about it for a long time, in the sense that, okay, let's rationalize this. So, from the perspective of this person, like I like them, I admire them, I'm able to see who they are through the work that they put out into the world. That's okay. So that means that, like, through the work that they put out to the world, I'm able to see, like, I mean, obviously, I'm not able to see who they are as a person in real life, in their real life, but I am able to see, like, to spot these attributes that I deem super important in a person, or at least in the person that I would like to date, is genuine kindness, not out of uh, not having character, but genuine care for other people. That's the first attribute. The second attribute is just ambition, like deep belief in themselves and in their abilities, and not necessarily deep belief, but a deep drive to work towards something that they care about. And I know that that's the case for this person because they've been really successful, and their success is attributed to their deep drive toward the field that they work in. So those are the two attributes, and obviously they're very attractive. So that's something that is not like it's it's not something that is easy for me to admit, like that. Okay, I like them because yes, they are attractive, but basically that's a nice bonus, or like maybe it's the other way around. Like it's true that I am genuinely drawn towards people who are attractive physically, but that's just like the initial infatuation. But then I immediately get disenchanted when I figure out that like they're not necessarily genuinely kind, and they are not driven, and that's like a big turn off for me. So that's one thing. But yeah, definitely the fact that they're very physically attractive uh, uh, plays there. But I don't think like is in the end it's not like it's I guess it's the characteristic that drew me to them in the first place. But the reason that I mean I have this crush on them is the other stuff. Is I genuinely believe that they're genuinely kind and thoughtful and caring, just from what I've seen about them online. And the second reason is that they're very driven, and they found their ikigai, and they're working towards that. So these are the two things. So obviously, like I was working backwards from it. I mean, I know, this is like completely embarrassing to admit, and I don't know. It's like I just need to talk about this because if I don't, then it will just keep playing this thing in my head, and it's been playing like this for I don't know how long. I've been thinking about it on loop, and now I just need to get it out because I need to move on, or like make some real decisions about my life and the direction of my life, and like really make sure that I'm driving, like that I'm doing things for the right reasons. And basically, the reasons that I was trying to get this YouTube thing started were not the right reasons, and that's why I didn't have the motivation to do it. So basically, my thinking was, okay, I really like this person, but in my current situation, they would just see me as like, you know, a fan, and like not see any difference between me and all of the other fans that they have, right? Um, so because I don't know, it's like maybe hubris or like delusion or all of this stuff. I mean, call it what you want. It is what it is. Basically, I'm thinking, okay, I think I would be the right fit for this person, but it's like, yeah, everyone thinks that they're the right fit for like celebrities, does not mean that they are. But the truth is, I genuinely believed it for a while. I mean, until recently, like I really thought about it and was like, okay, there's no way that me and this person are a good fit, and that's why I'm somewhat comfortable talking about it now. But anyway, this is kind of ridiculous. But let's get back to the point. I'm always diverging from my point. So I was working backwards from this idea that, okay, I want this person to view me as their equal, and because, okay, let's say that I get to them somehow and introduce myself and all of this stuff, I will still be, discarded as like just another fan or something like this. So how do I stand out? Um, how do I stand out in a way that like basically puts us on the same level, because if I'm gonna have a relationship with anyone, does not matter who they are, we need to consider each other as equals. And the truth is, I want, like, even with this person, like I was considering having an equal relationship. I mean, I know this all sounds ridiculous because like of course, but bear with me. This is just I need to navigate this because I need to move on from this and like just do other stuff with my life and not just keep obsessing over this freaking thing. But yes, anyway. So basically, like we need to be considered as equals, and in order for them to consider me as equals, maybe I also need to get famous the same way that they are famous, and that way, I mean, not to the same extent as them, but just enough that you know they can consider me as an equal, and basically we can be true partners, and then we will be able to see each other for who we really are and not for our status symbols and our external perspectives, external stuff. But here's the thing, like this is completely I don't know, I mean, on top of being delusional, all of this stuff, on top of that, it's like reasoning that that's not right, in the sense that um, I'm being unfair to all the other people that exist on this earth that I could date, and basically just focusing on this one person that's like, I don't know, that I've convinced myself that we would be right together. And basically, what was my point? I'm just trying to put like together a real logic behind this, like because I've thought about it a lot. And basically the main reason that I wanted to, for my YouTube channel, like to grow, is for the wrong reason, which is to get successful enough or like famous enough that I can meet them, and that then we would have a chance at really getting to know each other for just the person that we are, and not for the external stuff. But under there is this premise that I don't consider myself worthy of them, and there's this whole little feedback loop where, okay, I don't consider myself worthy of them, then I don't think that I can make these YouTube videos, no. And then it's like this whole vicious circle. I don't know if I'm getting my point across, but it just helps to talk about it because it's been here for like this thought has been here for a while, and I just need to deal with this because I'm just done lying to myself and trying to pretend that this is not driving my desire for becoming serious with YouTube. But that gets us to the point that this is not a good reason to do this. And by accepting that, just not saying that this is not gonna happen, just saying that let me give it up for now, like let me give up the idea of like just the whole thing. like I'm completely happy as I am. Genuinely, I'm saying this today. Depends on the uh, what my mood of the day is, but today I just realized that I'm genuinely happy with where I am in life, with the progress that I've made as a person, and I want to make this progress for me and not for anyone else, even if they're this person that I really like and they're super cool and whose work I really appreciate and admire. But still, uh, yeah, it's like I don't want like trying to get good at YouTube for the wrong reasons is not helpful. And so I'm contemplating the possibility of not doing YouTube at all. But also the other reasons that I was talking about before is that I really do like teaching and I really do believe that I can have an impact there. But I need to dedicate some time to this. Like, I guess the fact that I was reading this book, Be Your Future Self Now, like, they're asking to choose 3 priorities that are like your priorities for now. And the main channel is not in one of these 3 priorities. So the first one is obviously one that's happening in the back, it's not something that I'm currently working on. It's like I'm just waiting on it to happen. So that's French citizenship. That's my first priority. The second one I think would be my personal growth. I really want to just improve my thinking. I want to improve my ability to convey ideas. I just really want to improve the depth of my ideas and like just be able to make concise arguments, and to just understand issues at their root and be able to convey um, uh, basically information that I learn in an effective way. So that lines up with my short-term goal, which is basically to have read 100 books by the end of 2023. 33 books down, 34 I think, books down as of today. Plus I have some partial books, like I think at least 10 books that I've partially read. A few of them are actually completed. They're just like 4 minutes away from the end on Audible. But yeah, it's gonna be a challenge because today is like October 18th, and I really don't have that much time before the 31st of December to read, I don't know, more than 60 books. Today I decided that I'm gonna be serious with that and that I'm just gonna let my curiosity drive me. And if I'm really curious about the topic, like right now, I'm really into Dr. Benjamin Hardy's writing. I finished Be Your Future Self Now. I started reading 10x is easier than 2x. And basically, I'm allowing myself to binge read some authors that I like and not try to keep them for the future, which is something that I definitely did. Like I would basically, I was actually going to do it, but I decided not to. But basically, like hold off on books for the future so that I have something to read, but actually that's the wrong way to approach it. I will just follow the books that I really want to read at this point in time and allow myself to just go down the rabbit hole of a specific author and just like binge read one of their books. So that's one thing. Yeah, basically, first goal, French citizenship, hopefully by the end of the year. It's not something that I can take any action on right now, but it's something that's top of mind, and that's basically the uncertainty around this goal affects so many of my other decisions that I still consider it as an important goal to have, even though I don't have any actionable steps right now. I'm just waiting for a reply from the French authorities. But yeah, let's see how that goes. But basically, like how the outcome of that will determine next steps in my life. So it's still my number one goal. The second goal is this personal growth goal. And the third goal is getting promoted. So basically working towards promotion by Q1 2024. So hopefully I will get promoted in that quarter. So that's those 3 goals are my end of year goals. So I need to have my promo doc by the end of the year. and I read 60 plus books by the end of the year to reach my 100 books this year, and French citizenship, which is not something that I have any agency over at this point, but that's a really important one. For the other goals in my life, I'm taking more of a like do the bare minimum that does not set me back. So I'm going to the gym, just the bare minimum that I agreed on, like 3 times a week, plus my daily 20-minute rowing sessions, daily walks, daily paper reading. So I'm reading machine learning papers. I'm giving machine learning classes to students and stuff like this. I'm contributing to the women in engineering group at my company, but those are not my primary goals. These 3 goals are. So yeah, I just wanted to be clear on that and be honest with myself about this YouTube goal. Like I've been saying that yes, it's gonna be my priority, but basically there is this quote that your calendar shows you your priorities, and basically my actions do not reflect that this is a priority. So I just needed to get to the bottom of this and like be honest with myself and be honest with you all that this is the reason that I've not been prioritizing it, is because it's not a priority, because I wanted to do it for the wrong reasons. But I'm still doing the bare minimum, which is I'm working on it every day, just for like a few minutes, working on the script, trying to get a few things done. And in the meantime, I'm still doing these videos, which are indirectly contributing to that by allowing me to express my ideas and like hone my delivery skills, I guess. And yeah, just be really honest with myself. I'm trying to be more transparent and more open. There are still some things that I'm not comfortable sharing on here, but I think today was a hard one to do because it's like I have not talked about this to anyone in my life. Genuinely, no one knows about this. Only my journal on my notes app knows about this. So it's kind of hard to talk about because it's like if you talk about it to anyone, people will think you're crazy to want to date a celebrity. But I think we all do. Like we all have some celebrity crush that we like. But the truth is, I genuinely believe that like it would not just be a crush. But who knows? I mean, we'll see what the future holds. But still, I don't want to have my life defined by this, and I don't want to basically force. Also, like if it's gonna be a relationship, like I don't want it to be planned. Like I want it to be genuine and not just coming from me, but also from them, because it's the only aspect in life that we cannot actually, it's not a goal to pursue, it's just life, and you cannot force someone to like you. Basically my goal was basically to become the most likable person so that they will be forced to like me, which is kind of ridiculous. But yeah, like I don't know, it's like embarrassing to talk about. It's really embarrassing to talk about because it's like I don't know what, like I guess, yeah, it's okay. Um, I think we all do have some celebrity crushes, and we all think that we're gonna date our celebrity crushes, but we actually don't. But it's completely okay. That's the thing. That does not bother me in the least. Is that I think the most important part is just to find someone that's aligned, and I think for this specific celebrity, I think also availability bias comes into play. Is that basically I was focusing on this person just because uh, they're what's available to me on social media, and they're the person who displays these qualities that I'm looking for in a partner, and basically that basically like seemingly display these qualities. I mean, I don't think they're pretending, but it's true that I don't know them well enough to be able to tell. Like that's why I mean I was thinking about this from a working backwards perspective because like this is different than any other goal. Like you cannot just say, "Oh, I want to become a millionaire by 30." It's not the same as saying, "I want to date this specific person, and this is my plan to date this person." Like that's absolutely unhealthy and crazy, and it's not like fair to them because you know disproportionately more about them than they do about you. But that's also part of the reason that I wanted to do this whole YouTube thing is to balance out that asymmetry, like just to put out so much content that it's no longer the case that they I know disproportionately more about them than they do about me. But that's also not something that's within my control. So it's like yeah, I just really didn't like when I was thinking about this relationship. I really thought about it not just from a perspective of like me liking them, but what what kind of person would they like, and basically try to become that person. Uh, but also that's not fair to me because maybe that's not who I want to become. And maybe I was trying to convince myself that that's the person that I wanted to become, just because I want to date them. But yeah, I mean, of course, there is probably some overlap between the person that I think probably they would like to date and the person that I would like to become. But I don't think that's it's 100% overlap, and I think I was trying to change myself to fit into that image that they would like. I'm pretty like I don't know if other people think about this stuff this as deeply as I do, but yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. I'm aware. It's okay. These things happen. I know. I'm just trying to not judge myself too hard on this because it's okay to have a celebrity crush and all of that stuff. That's completely okay. But yeah, I guess with the YouTube channel is that I was trying to become the person who I thought they would like to date, or like they would be impressed by, or someone who they would consider as an equal, not necessarily impressed by. But it's not 100% what I would like with my life. I generally would like my life to have positive impact on the people that I've chosen to serve and the people that I want to be a hero to. And yeah, maybe by doing that, uh, like not through deliberate choice, but as a side effect, maybe I will meet this person, maybe we'll become friends, not necessarily date, no expectation there. Like that's my thinking was this. Like I can get like what I can do is become the best person that I possibly can, and put myself in a situation where I could get in a room with them and have a nice discussion with them, and basically not try to force anything, like not try to force them to like me or any of that stuff, but just by virtue of me being the best person that I could possibly become, uh, they would they would like me, uh, and basically it would give it a chance to be friends, or maybe something more than that. That was my reasoning. Like I was not thinking like, oh, I absolutely need to date this person. I just thought that the best thing that I can do is put myself in a situation where we would be considered as equals, and then basically meet them as an equal, and then we can decide, like, we will let basically serendipity and like basically be attuned to the moment to decide whether or not we will be friends or something more than that. I didn't want to like basically just force my, I don't know, my vision on this person, and like force them to like me, or try to impress them just so that they date me or something like this. It was like I tried to think about it in the most self I mean selfless. It's not entirely selfless, but in their perspective, like what would they like? What kind of person would they like to date? What kind of person would they like to be friends with? But yeah, as I mentioned, like some parts of it did not entirely align with the person that I want to become, and that's why I think this is like the whole drive behind this is wrong. But yeah, that's okay. That's life. I cannot control what people think of me. I cannot control whether or not people like me. And the only thing that I can control is the person I become, and basically whether or not this person is aligned with my inner values. And I guess I just need to find the why that's like for this YouTube channel. That's, I mean, not find, because it's already there. Like I really want to help people like learn more about AI and stuff. And I want to inspire people to go out of their comfort zones and do all of this stuff. But basically, I just, it just felt like I was, yeah, I guess, focusing on the wrong thing. And now that I've decided, okay, I don't want to think about this person again. I still admire them and all this stuff, but I'm thinking about it too much. Let's just let it go for now. I mean, it's hard to do, obviously. I still follow them online, all of that stuff, and check what they're up to and all of this stuff. But maybe I need to stop. I mean, it's not an obsession in the sense, like, yes, it is, but it's not an obsession that in the sense that I'm gonna be so obsessed with them that I'm gonna try to find out where they are and like trying to meet them at all costs. Like, actually, not at all. Like, I've had, I think, quite a few opportunities to meet them, but decided not to go, just because I didn't think that I was that it was gonna be basically they were gonna consider me as more than just a fan, because basically it's hard for them to tell the noise from the signal. Like, they have millions and millions of people following them and stuff like this. But basically, it's hard to tell the noise from signal when it comes to people who like you, like or like who tell you stuff. Like, you have millions of adoring fans. How can you tell the difference between two? How can you tell that one is maybe someone that's worth you know worth getting together with or whatever? But also, it's like kind of a weird relationship. Like, who dates a fan? Like, there's no one. Celebrities don't date fans of theirs. They date their equals. So I'm not like. That's why I'm like, no. I don't want, like, I'm not a fan. I just respect you. And I think we could be friends and we could be a fit. And I'm not fangirling and I'm not doing any of that stuff. I have self-respect, and yeah, I admire your work, but I'm not gonna be crazy, uh, crazy fan that cries and there's all of this stuff. And no, that's not what a partner does. That's not someone who's your what someone who's your equal does basically. So no, yeah, this this is kind of hard to talk about and to admit, and it's very very embarrassing, but it's okay. Life is made of embarrassing moments. I'll get over it. I'm a big girl. Like obviously that was a nice fantasy that it's okay. That's not gonna happen, but everyone, I think probably, maybe not to the extent that I did, but everyone probably has had a fantasy about maybe dating someone that, like a celebrity that they like, or something like that, and that's okay. So I guess from now on, I don't want this YouTube thing to be focused like this. I don't want this thought in my head. Like I don't want this trading thoughts in my head to be around, I need to do this if I want to get to them and all of this stuff. I need to do this for the sake of doing it and not for to to try to uh, be liked by the celebrity that I like. So so yeah, and also like once you meet them, it's like everything starts from scratch. Like we need to be able to like I'm not thinking about it just as in, oh, this person is gonna be mine or whatever. It's like no, I'm looking for a real partner. I'm not looking for my ego to be pumped up through their fame or through their success, and basically for me to think, oh my God, now I have this person. It must mean that I'm super smart or super amazing or anything like this. I don't want any of that to happen. I just thought that basically I could be a good partner to them and they could be a good partner to me. So yeah. Anyway, thanks a lot for tuning in today. Thanks for listening to my huge rant on this weird topic that's a bit embarrassing. But yeah, thanks a lot for tuning in. You can click here to watch my previous video on this channel, so the one right before this one, and you can click here to watch my latest video on the channel overall. I hope you have a fantastic rest of the day, night, whichever time of the day it is where you are right now. Bye for now, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye bye.